Alright, so it is now the day after I've seen Deadpool 2. I've just woken up from a nap and I'm a little bit hungover. Man, what a great film. Cinema. I just wanted to do a quick little video on a spoiler-free and then eventually spoiler review. Let me just start by saying it had great action. The opening sequence being especially a highlight. It was a fun way to open up the film. The humor is spot on. Compared to Deadpool 2, it felt less forced.
So dark! These ain't up from the DC universe.
That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airwaves.
And a lot more of these felt like they landed, and I feel like a good kind of boost to that is the acting between Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. The way that they have such great chemistry elevates a lot of it, not just the comedic beats, but also just some of the more dramatic parts. Every time they're together, it feels straight up like the comics have been transferred right onto the screen, so even though these are adaptations, they still have that great familiarity.
Perfection.
And the story is nice because after the Deadpool trilogy, I am no stranger to really loving meta-related Deadpool stories, so framing this one under the lens of Deadpool himself, tired of his whole shtick and wanting to be more of a hero, I found that to be a really good overarching theme. By the way, Emma Corrin, if you ever see this video, do more. I don't care what you're in, dude. I just want to see more of you. Her as Cassandra Nova makes me wish that in the comics Cassandra had this type of charisma, because she chews every scene with such a menacing whimsy to where she's being as light and carefree as possible while also being a sadistic, cruel motherfucker. She is clearly having a lot of fun as this character, and it shows. If you have not seen it, go do something else. Or pause this video, go to the theater, watch it, and then come back. Now for the real juicy part, we're gonna get into the cameos. I can't put any footage on screen because I'll be sued. So here's these pictures. Enjoy them. We get a small glimpse at Thor with scars on his face crying while holding Deadpool, and I really feel like that's either gonna lead nowhere and be nothing or be a little nod to Battleworld. I don't know. Deadpool tries to join the Avengers at the opening, who apparently just have open interviews, and they're being done by Happy Hogan. Jon Favreau, ladies and gentlemen, yeah. When we get to the Void, that's where we really get the cameos galore. As you saw from the trailer, Cassandra Nova has her base within the corpse of an Ant-Man. We get a glimpse of that Fantastic car because there's a little Mad Max homage scene whenever her crew rolls up on people. Speaking of her crew,
Who are these niggas?
we got Pyro from the original X-Men. We got Psylocke from the original X-Men. Lady Deathstrike, Toad, fucking Sabretooth from the Bryan Singer films. It's not Lee Schreiber. And lastly, a stand-in for Daredevil's bullseye because Colin Farrell cost a lot of money. There's also a hooded figure whenever they get to the Void that tries to protect them. And you think it's Captain America because there's red, white, and blue bracers on this hooded figure, and it's Chris Evans, but instead it's like Avengers Assemble. He says, flame on. Fucking John Storm! Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. I almost had to change my pants. Oh god. Oh, put it in my fucking veins, dude. Oh my god, it was so fucking great. We also get more Fox character cameos from the crew that assembles to attack Cassandra's base. We got Elektra. Fucking Wesley Snipes blade, dude.
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
I didn't think that was gonna happen. That actually fucking shocked me. We see fucking Gambit, played by Channing Tatum, just looking a little bit goofy. Like he's in a really comic accurate suit, but it's just like he looks like he was poured into it. It's a nice little nod to people who follow like the behind the scenes of the Fox X-Men films, because several years ago Channing Tatum was meant to play him and never got the chance as everything in pre-production kept falling through, and it's funny. It's a really funny bit. His Gambit is really cool when it gets down to the action. A few faces from Loki show up, including B-15, who became a head of the TVA after the series ended. And when Wade searches the timelines for a Logan to help him, there's a nice gag with a bunch of different Wolverine variants, including a comic accurate Wolverine who's just Hugh Jackman superimposed on the face of a person who's 5'3". There's Patch, his disguise from Madripoor, and an Age of Apocalypse version. But the best cameo that fucking shocked the shit out of me was Henry fucking Cavill.
Never in my life have I needed something so much and never known until I received it.
Look, I will be honest, I can see it. You're balling. You know ball. You know ball, dude. And here's all the alternate versions of Deadpool that we see in the Deadpool core that I recognized. I'm recalling these while hungover, so keep in mind they're probably not going to be as spot on, and I can't show any footage, so enjoy these PNGs. Lady Deadpool, Kid Pool, Dog Pool. Got to see fucking Head Pool. That made my day. That made me very, very happy. Deadpool 2099, who's his daughter from an alternate timeline. You got Golden Age Deadpool, Chibi Pool, who's a little bitty baby. You get Monk Pool, Motor Pool, All Black Evil Pool from Deadpool Kills Deadpool, Cowboy Deadpool, and a version with a Spanish-looking emblem who I'm sure is supposed to be Mexican Deadpool, but slightly less racist. X-Force Deadpool, and there's also a handsome Wade with no healing or mask who gets shot to fucking bits. He's played by Ryan Reynolds and he's called Nice Pool. Overall, I love the film. It's not just a swan song tribute to the Deadpool character or Wolverine, but the larger contributions of the Fox films to modern audiences' love for comic book media. The credits has a montage of the behind the scenes from the Fantastic Four, X-Men, Daredevil, Elektra, and more, and it's so heartwarming seeing films from when I was a kid culminating in this with some connective tissue. This very much feels like Deadpool Endgame, Fox Endgame. As for what the fuck this means for the whole X-Men thing at the end of the Marvels is entirely unknown to me, because I mean all these dudes are here, so what the fuck, what's going on there? What's I don't know, man. We'll just have to see. Lastly, we're gonna go over the post-credit scene. This is nothing. It's a lot of nothing. It's funny, but it's nothing like giant to the grand scheme of things. We see Wade replaying at the TVA the scene where they're captured, and earlier in the movie, he ends up getting Johnny Storm killed because Cassandra Nova removes all of his skin, reducing him to a giant pile of bones, organs, and blood because Deadpool says, oh yeah, he was talking shit. He's like, that stupid bald bitch can lick my fucking cinnamon ring for all I care. Like, he's saying some crazy shit, and it replays the footage with fucking Johnny Storm tied up saying all of those things. I gotta give this movie a 10, man. It's too much fun to give it anything less, especially with how Marvel's been on the decline recently. It is just so refreshing to sit down for a Marvel movie after Guardians 3, after Endgame, and actually feel some form of genuine entertainment. I recommend you see this in theaters. I'm TariSingo, and I'm gonna go eat a hot soup. I think I need soup. Yeah, it's probably it. Deuces.